Right, 7 o'clock, we'll call the regular village board meeting to order. Everyone rise and say pledge, please. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The clerk would please call the roll.
Maravka. Here. Jones.
Here.
March.
Here.
Parker.
Here.
Ham.
Here.
Bowden.
Here. Approval or corrections to the minutes of the November 12th, 2019 regular village board meeting. Are there any additions or corrections to those minutes? If not, a motion to approve as presented.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
I don't think you were here.
Oh, I'll second. Either one of those.
Yeah. Peter was here.
I was here. I was here.
Okay.
Shortest
Yep,
meeting
he is
ever, I
there.
remember.
Oh, yeah.
I have a
It was
motion
like
by
7
trustee
minutes.
March, a second by trustee Maravka.
March.
Yes.
Maravka. Yes. Jones.
Present.
Parker.
Yes.
Ham.
Yes.
And Bowden.
Present.
All right. Accounts payable and payroll. Payroll pay period ending 11/2/19 in the amount of $53,273.79. Accounts payable general fund 174,8675. Motor fuel tax fund 15,836.14, giving a total for all funds 189,922.89. Are there any questions on any of the bills?
I had a question regarding Hardy's Reindeer Ranch, but
That's, yeah, Christmas in the village.
Is that with the high school ones too? Is that
Yes,
with the-
yeah, those are all the different that's coming out of the Christmas in the Village Fund.
What is psychological resources?
That was the police.
And the first one, the First Midwest Bank, the big one, $106,000, what's that?
That is,
It is the last payment on a 6-year debt certificate for some road projects.
Okay.
any other questions? If not, a motion to pay the bills and the payroll.
Motion.
Second?
second.
Motion by trustee Ham, second by trustee Parker.
Ham.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Bowden.
Yes.
Maravka. Yes. Jones.
Yep.
March.
Yes.
All right, public comment and or questions? Reports of committees, village administrator report.
I'm just gonna point out that call 1 came in. We're bringing call 1 in to review our phone system needs for this building and for the new public works building. And we're actually gonna execute a new phone system. The one we have, I think, is 500 years old. Maybe not that old, but it's very outdated. And we wanna be able to communicate with public works, be able to transfer a call. So we're gonna update the phone system. So,
Are you looking at like a VoIP system?
yes,
Yeah,
yes, right now we don't have that.
okay.
Explain what a VoIP system is
And
for.
voice over internet protocol.
I knew
He was testing me.
anything else?
No.
Okay. No police chief's report, engineer's report.
Yeah, since the Corning Avenue for the resurfacing job agreements are further down the agenda, I just wanted to touch on the water main project for Corning Avenue. Since we wanted that to happen right before the resurfacing job. We got all the topo picked up, we started design, and we wanna get it to Aqua by the end of December or January, so Aqua can go out to bid. And hopefully, depending on weather, they can start construction possibly even February, March, We wanna get it done as soon as possible, so then, because the contractor for the resurfacing job will probably wanna get going once the weather is nice, since that's a January letting. So, that's just an update, we're in line to, get it going as soon as
Good.
possible.
Good.
The only thing, there's a little railroad coordination that's needed, obviously, but
Right.
we should be on top of it.
So will Corning be closed for a period of time?
For the water main project,
Well, for either.
it will not be closed for the resurfacing. there'll be various closures, but they'll keep it open, here and
Okay.
there for patches. For the water main, we'll have to wait to see the plans, how they come together. I doubt it. Usually they can do water main jobs without closures, just depends where it is in the road and everything.
Treasurer's report is in your packets. No old business, move on to new business. Item A, Yaniki, construction request partial payment in the amount of $45,000 for work completed on the Public Works building.
So this is, a request for payment. They are, as the bill states, 98% complete. We are gonna have a Public Works meeting. I couldn't get it scheduled before this bill came to, but I did wanna get a partial payment on the agenda if you feel inclined to get this paid before our Public Works meeting, where we're gonna go much more in depth into where we are with the project and where we need to go with the project, but, you can see what they've completed. The start date, of the project was August 12th of 2019, and where this bill ends would be, November 19th. There's still some work that would be completed, so we would withhold a final payment until the work's completed and we know that, everything's going to work out. But this is what the work that has been done so far and inspected, and, he'll be back and he'll complete the work, but, this is his bill submitted so far for your approval.
So the work, so are we approving work that has been inspected and approved by the county?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And Bob's been out there and watching
Okay.
and seeing what's been done. And this is also work that you guys approved originally through, the proposal. And this is in line with what he's done with the proposal. He's done no change orders. So this is in line with his original proposal. As far as cost, he's done no overruns or nothing,
I mean, it does say the last sentence, additional work completed will be included in the final bill, so does
which
that mean?
additional work that he's just gonna be finishing up, that is included in the original contract. It's just that,
Okay.
he might just come in to do some finishing touches, and then some of these things that he's just gotta complete, maybe putting ceiling tiles in, and, a couple things, a Knox box he's gotta put up, where the fire department wants it, and a couple things like that.
Any other questions, discussion?
We need to, how close are we to like occupancy then? Right?
Probably not till the spring at least, and that's something we'll kind of walk through step by step, with the, Public Works Committee, and bring back to you after that meeting, to the board. I mean, there's some landscaping that has to be finished before the county will give us final occupancy, which we're gonna still try to work through with them and see if, like with houses, when we do a housing construction, if they finish construction in the winter, we will give them a temporary occupancy, or we'll take a bond from them and let them occupy and then finish off landscaping later. So we're trying to work with the county on that, but, since we've had some issues with them, they're being, to the letter with us.
Okay.
But, and that just may be their policy too, but we're trying to work with them on issues like that, so, I met with Bob and the construction, manager, and so I've asked them to work with the county on that, on the occupancy, and see if we can get a temporary occupancy, and maybe at least start moving some stuff over there, but I would say spring. Cause we have some grading to do, and then we have some landscaping to do. We're trying to work out some issues with, the heating problem. Heating the shop is an issue, so we're trying to work out some things there.
And what's the overall estimated budget to complete all of that?
That I'm still working on, because, aside from this, Bob's had to do some things on his own, with like creating, I'm losing the word to get,
I'm trying to think of the word.
yeah, you know, this.
Yeah.
Paving, paving the apron to get into the, where
The shop.
there you go,
Thing.
the
The
thing.
overhead door.
We have to do some, handicap space, so some of the things that we didn't put in here, he had to do on his own. So
Mhm.
I'm having him get an itemized list together, so we can kind of see where we are budget-wise. Utilities, you know, when you look at like the call one where we're doing the phones, we're breaking that out and putting that in a spreadsheet. So we're working on that for the Public Works Committee, and then we'll, bring all that back to you guys so you can see where we are and where we need to go.
And when's the walkthrough?
December the sixth.
December sixth, so you could see what it looks like 98% complete in on the office area. That's at 9 o'clock, the meeting's at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then we'll go after that to see the shop.
Okay.
Has the gas company gotten back with us?
They did recently, get back with us and asked if we needed to issue them a permit, and we said no, so they were gonna go to the county, so that was last week. So, we feel like hopefully they can get through the county process relatively quickly, but it sounds like hopefully that would be getting
Next
ready to go.
Yeah. Any other questions or discussion? If not, is there a motion to make the partial payment in the amount of $45,000 for work completed to Yannicki Construction?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee March, seconded by trustee Jones.
March.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Maravka? Yes. Bowden?
Yes.
Ham?
Yes.
And Parker?
Yes.
Item B, a resolution authorizing a master equipment lease purchase agreement in an amount not to exceed $266,997 between the Village of Peatone and TCF National Bank for the purchase of a Timco street sweeper.
This is our formality between us and the bank, for our lease resolution.
Which we've talked about
Mhm.
in previous meetings. This is just the,
This is the requirement that the bank had to, as a document with us, so our payments would be the same as we discussed before.
So moved.
Just a form document.
this is resolution number 19-R11. Motion by trustee March, is there a second?
Second.
Motion, seconded by trustee Jones.
March.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Maravka? Yes. Bowden?
Yes.
Ham?
Yes.
Parker?
Yes.
Item C, resolution in agreement with the state of Illinois and the Village of Peatone appropriating funds for the Corning Avenue Improvement Project with supporting documents.
Yep, this is for the Corning Avenue resurfacing project. I just talked about it, where, it's targeted for a January letting. So these are the same forms that INAT requires for any federally funded project. They require the resolution appropriating the funds. The local public agency agreement is your agreement with the state for the 80-20 funding split. And then there's an agreement with, the engineering firm, which is Robinson Engineering. And then the other two are just, for construction, who's the engineer, who's the public works. That's really all they are. So we'll get these off to IDOT, and then once they approve these, we'll be the letting, we'll be good for the letting.
So nothing unusual, Troy, in here?
No.
This is like the same that we did with Ratchy Road.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's no, you're pretty confident that we'll be at the January letting then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
unless there's, I mean,
There's no right of ways or
no
any
right of way.
issues?
No, we got through this, there was a historical issue in the middle, but we got through that.
Okay.
IDOT approved these drafts later than they were supposed to, so they're technically late.
Uh-huh.
That always happens with these, issue.
And then, Kevin, when I was at the IDOT, Will County Governmental League, Transportation Committee, which I'm on, the IDOT representative that comes to those meetings, he makes a presentation, he usually goes through the list of all the projects, and we're on that list. And and it says January 2020 letting. Now, sometimes, things happen and things change.
Sure.
But we're on the list for January 2020, from IDOT's mouth.
When will we hope this will be completed? And
When, did you say? It really depends when the water main project is good, cause that's gonna dictate when they're able to start this, so. This is a resurfacing project, I believe it's a 45-day working contract, so it should, no problem, get completed, I would think, in the summer, sometime in the summer. Assuming they could start early spring or summer.
the work that Aqua's doing, is it water main or sewer or both?
I believe it's just
Water main.
replacing the water main.
Replace the
whole way.
water main.
Yeah, water coring,
Upsizing it.
yeah.
So Troy, there's some sidewalk that work in here, so that's just like at the crossings,
It's,
basically?
for these type of jobs, they don't let you do all the way, it's mainly at the crossings, fixing the ADA corners, and then if there's other just bad spots, trip hazards, those get included in this.
This is a complete tear out of flooring?
No, this is just a resurfacing, so they're gonna mill, I forgot what it is, it's either 2 or 2.5 inches, put back, it's called a polymerized leveling binder, then a surface course, and patching where needed, and curb will be replaced where needed too.
So will you make sure like there's a crosswalk at each intersection, cause I think we might be missing some
Yeah,
pointing like on Crawford, on Conrad Street, I don't,
okay.
just
When the
check.
plans were done, it was probably put back the way it was striped originally, but I'm sure that we can add them.
I mean, I'm not even saying crosswalks, I'm sorry, I meant the sidewalks, make sure there's a
The sidewalk ramps?
sidewalk on each,
Corner.
corner.
I think you're right, it's like that row of bushes right
Yeah.
there, you walk into somebody's like
It's somebody's
driveway or
driveway
something.
there, yeah.
Well, a lot of times in those cases, the thing that IDOT wants you to do is to remove the crossing, if possible, because you're not supposed to lead someone into where there's not another ADA ramp on the other side.
Can they move it down maybe?
Maybe, yeah, so we can look at that.
Well, look at it, it's on Conrad,
Yeah, it's right there, cause it tees.
Okay.
and maybe even on, Mill Street, I'm not sure if there's
No, there's not.
a crosswalk on Mill either, I mean, a sidewalk there.
Right.
Yeah, I know I
Right
talked
at that
about
stop sign.
a couple of them, but
It's got the
they can
driveway.
be relooked at in construction.
Yeah, okay.
Those would be high foot traffic areas.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
As long as we're getting it done, get it done,
Yeah.
since we're not gonna be putting too many sidewalks in
Any other discussion? If not, a motion to approve resolution number 19-R12, a resolution in agreement with the state of Illinois and the village of Peatone appropriating funds for the Corning Avenue Improvement Project.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by trustee Hand, seconded by trustee Maravka.
Ham.
Yes.
Maravka? Yes. Jones?
Yes.
March?
Yes.
Parker?
Yes.
And Bowden?
Yes.
Item D, an ordinance enacting and adopting a supplement to the Code of Ordinances for the Village of Peatone, Illinois. So this is just updating, codifying the ordinances, all of the ordinances that have been passed since the last time we did this. This would be ordinance number 19-42. Discussion, questions? Motion by trustee Hand,
Second.
seconded by trustee Jones.
Ham.
Yes.
Jones?
Yep.
Maravka? Yes. March?
Yes.
Parker?
Yes.
Bowden?
Yes.
Questions of the press? No press. Correspondence, communications, petitions.
So when does the leaf pickup stop?
When does it stop? I think
Is it this week or last week?
that, I know that they were really pushing because they had a little bit of a delay there
Yeah.
in the middle, with the snow.
Right. I think we always went through the weekend after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I believe so. I don't know, because I haven't had that conversation with Bob.
Okay.
So, well, I'll get an update and I'll put it out on the village Facebook page and we'll put it up on the website.
It's on the village.
It's on the village website now.
December
I think it's, yeah, I think it says December 1, but I know they sometimes extend it to, just depending on,
Yeah, they
Where
were
they're at.
At least a week, didn't they?
yeah.
And it sounds like we're supposed to get pretty good windstorm
Yeah.
tomorrow
Yeah.
night, so if people could not put their garbage out until the last possible minute on Wednesday morning, I think that would really help stuff blowing around the street.
Good suggestion. I know some people get picked up real early in the morning,
Yeah,
but
but if you could try
No,
to wait till the last
I know
possible minute.
Wednesday's supposed to be high winds
Yeah, right.
too, so. Yeah.
To see somebody's garbage can rolling around the street, trying to stop and pick it up.
Yeah. And I just wanna, again, encourage everybody to lock your cars, please. Keep your garage doors, closed if you're not outside. And unfortunately, in this day and age, no matter whether you live in, Peatone or any other community around us, you've gotta be vigilant, you've gotta kind of watch out for yourself, watch out for your neighbors, just, if you see anything suspicious, dial 911, don't post it on social media. Pick up the phone and dial 911 and report it, please. Just watch out for each other.
Yep.
Anything else from the board?
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
What was going on just on the west side of the village hall? Weren't they doing some digging?
Yeah, that was ComEd that was out there doing some digging, and then they ended up getting into the service line, coming into the water service line,
That's why.
coming into the police station, so that created a little bit of an issue, and they had to get out there, and Aqua came in and took care of it. There was, whoever marked it, Julie or whatever firm that was that marked it, didn't mark that, I guess. There was between ComEd, Aqua, and them, they were going back and forth, who was responsible to pay for it. But ultimately, Aqua just said, we're gonna come in, we're gonna fix it, and then we'll figure it out, after the fact. So they were here right away and as quickly as they could to get it fixed. And I know that it was mentioned at the committee of the whole, there is a water main break right now at, out by Casey's. They're gonna valve that off tomorrow and get that repaired, hopefully not interrupting any service. There should be no boil orders or anything of that nature tied to that.
Any significant travel center updates?
No, just pretty much everything
Still moving along?
moving along, good. Anything else? If not, a motion to adjourn, please.
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Motion by trustee Maravka, seconded by trustee Parker.
Maravka?
Yes.
Parker?
Yes.
Ham?
Yes.
Bowden?
Yes.
Jones?
Yes.
Martin?
Yes.
Meeting is adjourned.